Hi everyone, Rob, the Average Lawn Guy. So in today's video, I want to talk about a common problem I have almost every single year, and that problem is nutsedge. You see, nutsedge is a very sneaky little thing. It blends in really well with the grass and it's very hard to spot. But if you look very closely, you can actually spot it, but you have to know what you're looking for. First off, it gives off a lime green appearance, and after a day or two of cutting, it's going to outgrow your grass. And nutsedge is a pain in the butt, and there's really no defense against it. So there's really only like 2 or 3 ways you can really manage it and get rid of it. And I'm going to talk about the 2 chemical ways. The first chemical you can use is actually a product from Ortho called Nutsedge Killer. It comes in a simple, convenient spray bottle, and you get it at a big box store. You just really go around and give it about 1 or 2 squirts. You want to saturate it really well, but just be very careful not to oversaturate the surrounding grass. The other way you can go about it is if you have a larger problem, you can go for a product called Sledgehammer. And with Sledgehammer, you need a backpack sprayer, and you have to mix in 1 gallon of water and you apply the whole product. Sledgehammer comes in 2 different forms. One is a prepackaged small container in which you pour the entire contents and it has a surfactant all mixed in. And the other is a larger version, which is a little bit more expensive, but it will last you for a while. But in any case, whether you use Sledgehammer or you're going to use the Ortho Nutsedge Killer, it's important to be careful with these chemicals. You see, almost every single weed post-emergent has a downside. The downside is you got to be careful when you're using it when temperatures are above 85 degrees. So because it's summertime right now, I tend to avoid using any kind of chemicals on my lawn. Now, I'm not saying you can't use it, but if you do, you really got to be careful. And at the same time, as careful as you can be, you'll still cause surrounding damage to the desirable turf. So take this video for example. I shot this a few weeks ago. I had a small nutsedge problem on the front lawn. I did spray, and I sprayed the nutsedge only. But after about 2 days, you can see I started to have a little bit of lawn damage on the surrounding areas. But because it's Bermuda will recover. I'm not worried about it. And this is an after picture, roughly about a week and a half, 2 weeks after. So you can see the nutsedge is pretty much almost done for, but there was still a little damage on the surrounding Bermuda. With Sledgehammer, it's the same exact process. You really want to focus on spot spraying and avoid broadcast spraying the entire lawn. You don't want to spray the entire lawn if you don't have to. It's usually best to spot spray it. As with any product you apply to your lawn, you want to make sure you read the label and follow the warnings. You don't want to apply this when it's above 85 degrees outside. And even when you apply it in the evening or at nighttime, I find damage still happens just because the temperatures still tends to stay around the mid 80s at night, and then it goes up in the daytime. So you can see how damage can occur. Now, I use chemicals very carefully and I try not to use it, as I mentioned. So one of the easiest way I find to actually get rid of my nutsedge, because I don't have a big nutsedge problem, what I do is I either wait for either one of 2 situations. I either walk my lawn in the morning while the morning dew is still out on the lawn. This is when the turf is a little bit wet and it's much more easy to manage and to pull up the nutsedge. The other situation is if I have a dry turf, what I normally do is just water the lawn or just spot water the particular area that I want to pull the nutsedge from. So once that area is saturated with water, what I do is I go up close, try to push aside the surrounding Bermuda and grab the nutsedge by the roots. So again, what I do, I kind of spot wet the area and then I go around, pull the nutsedge by the base and pull it up. You want to give it like a rocking motion left and right and gently pull it up. What you'll find is that you grab the entire roots itself, and that should take care of your nutsedge problem. This solution I find is the safest approach only because of this current heat we're in right now. It's 90+ degrees outside. This is the worst time to actually use any kind of chemicals. But if you do, you can use it. Just be very careful and expect to have a little bit of damage on your Bermuda. I'll definitely link these products in the description below, and you can check them out yourself. Now, I hope you found this video useful. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.